Good morning everyone. This is just a little practice, a little flow for you to start your day. So when you're ready, let's come down to lying. Just get yourself nice and comfy. And then from here, just bring one knee in towards your body, then float the other knee in towards the body. Just a gentle hug here, maybe a little sway from side to side. Arms. Eyes can be open or eyes can be closed. And your arms can be hugging the knees. And then from here, just release that right foot to the floor. And then very slowly slide that right heel away, lengthening out that right leg. And just allow the leg to rest heavy on the mat. Flex the feet so the toes point up towards the ceiling. Just pause in here. Maybe you feel a slight stretch down that right front hip. You may feel lengthening down the back of that right leg. And then slowly circle out the left ankle. Just keeping that right foot flexed. Change direction of your ankle circles. And then from here, release that left foot, slide that right heel in, float that right foot off the floor, and then just hug both those knees back in, maybe a little sway. And then slowly and carefully float that left foot to the floor, slide that left heel away, lengthening out that left leg, flex both feet, toes point up towards the ceiling. Feel the lengthening down the back of that left leg. And then slowly circle that right ankle. And then change direction. And slowly slide that left leg in. Hug both knees in, maybe a little sway from side to side. And then just bring the hands to the knees. Knees are roughly in line with the hips. And we're going to circle. The legs can be touching or they can be separate. And we're just circling the knees slowly together in the same direction. And maybe that's a gentle massage on that lower back and on sacrum. And then just slowly change direction. And then come back to centre. Right knee, right hip, left knee, left hip. And then just gently bring the knees out to the side. And then just circle them in and out. The knees are coming out and in. So we're not circling them together, we're circling them out and in together. Out, in. Just mobilising that hip joint, and let's slowly change direction. And then from here, slowly float one foot down, the other foot down. Feet maybe shoulder width apart or hip width apart. And you can bring the arms maybe shoulder height a little bit lower, palms facing the ceiling, and just soften the fingers, the hands, elbows, shoulders. And then just gently roll the knees from side to side. A gentle windscreen wiping of the knees. The feet are still flat on the floor. And then maybe come onto the outside edge of the right heel, inside edge of the left. Maybe roll over, outside edge of the left, inside of the right. Or maybe just keep both feet flat on the floor. Just see how your back's feeling. And if you want to make that range of movement a little bit bigger, please do so. Just nice and easy, nice and slow. And then just slowly come back to centre. So feet can be shoulder width or mat width apart. We're coming into our active twist. So from here, gentle hug into the midline. And then slowly and carefully, the knees are coming over to the left. Now the right foot stays in contact with the floor. Outside edge of that left foot. Now gently activate the glutes so you feel the hips extend. So this is your active twist. So you're having a gentle hug into the midline. Glutes are on, the legs are active, and feel the arches of that right foot activate. So just push down through that right foot. Pause in here. And then on your next inhale, roll the knees back up to centre, slowly and carefully. Keep that gentle hug in as you come to that active twist over to the right. So the left foot stays in contact with the floor. Activate the glutes, hip extension. Legs are active. So you've got that gentle hug in. Glutes are on. Firing up the arches of that left foot. Head is staying in neutral. Inhale, slowly back to centre. Arms can stay long, or you can bend at the elbows, goddess arms. And then one breath per movement for your active twist. So take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, keep that gentle hug in as the knees come over to the left. Keep that right foot in contact with the floor, glutes are on. And when you're ready to inhale, gently roll back to centre. When you're ready to exhale, gently bring the knees over to the right. Keep that left foot in contact with the floor, glutes are activated. And when you're ready to inhale, rolling it back up, rolling it back over to that active twist. Rolling up and over to the right, one breath per movement. And do one more each side. Remember to work with your own range of movement. So this is my last one to the right. And then slowly back to centre. Take a nice deep breath in, nice long easy exhale out through the mouth. And then very slowly roll to one side. Pull yourself round to tabletop, just grabbing a drink. Shoulder blades in neutral, shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips or a little bit further forward just to keep the pelvis in neutral. Coming into a cat-cow. So take a nice deep breath in, allow the chest to float forward, feel that tailbone lift. Keep that gentle hug into the midline so you're not just dropping the guts to the floor. And we're not jutting our chin up, we're just pausing here in a nice gentle cow. And on your next exhale, push down through the hands, slowly round the back, vertebrae by vertebrae, release the head and neck. Toes can be tucked or the feet can be flat on the floor. When you're ready to inhale, slowly uncurl. Come into that gentle cow, keep that gentle hug in, being careful of the neck and the lower back. Exhale, cat. Gently working with your own range of movement. And when you're ready to inhale, slowly coming into your last cow. Careful of the neck and the lower back. When you're ready, come into your cat. And then slowly coming back to tabletop. Gentle hug into the midline. And then a little lean to the left so that right knee comes off the floor. And then lean into that right hand so the left knee comes off the floor. And then a little wiggle of the hips all the way up, downward facing dog. And then set your base. Lots of bend in the knees because this is our first downward dog of the day. Pushing up through the arms, lengthen the armpits, relax the head and neck, make that lovely inverted V. So we're more concerned about lengthening out the spine than the legs, and lots of bend in those legs. Just pause in here. Take a nice deep breath in, nice and easy exhale out through the mouth. Now we're crawling to the front of the mat. Now if that feels uncomfortable, you can just lower the knees to the floor and then crawl to the front of the knees in tabletop. But if not, just lean to the left and then just step that right foot forward. So that little bear crawl forward. Keep those knees bent. Keep the head and neck relaxed. And once you get here, allow the hips to float back. Spread the toes wide, feet about hip width apart. And then just bring that right lower arm to the thigh. Bring the left lower arm to the thigh. And then come up, halfway lift. Allow the hips to float back. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head forward. Check you're not jutting that chin up. Right palm to the right thigh, left palm to the left thigh. And then just crawl your way up, hinging up. Reach the fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Lovely long stretch here, knees are soft, pelvis in neutral. Float the palms to the thighs. And then just sliding the palms down towards the knees as you hinging forward. Bring those lower arms to the thighs. Pause here for a moment, lengthen out the spine, hips float back, crown of the head floats forward. And then just place the hands to the floor. Either tabletop, crawl back to downward facing dog, or just do that little bear crawl back to your downward facing dog. Set your base, lengthen out that spine. Take a nice deep breath in, nice and easy exhale. And then from here, either crawling it back, hands to the feet via tabletop, or just do that little bear crawl back to the back of the mat. Hands to the feet, heels lower to the floor, hips float back, lengthen out that spine. Bring awareness to the belly, and this time round it up, leading from the belly as you round it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll those shoulders back, and then slowly reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, pelvis in neutral, bend those knees. And exhale, float the arms down to the side of the belly, the body, and just roll the right shoulder back, and the left, the right, the left. The knees are soft, pelvis in neutral. And then from here, bring the palms to the thighs, and then leading with the belly, roll it all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Check that you're not jutting that chin up, sliding the hands all the way down the front of the legs. Lots of bend in the knees, lots and lots of bend. Either tabletop and crawl it back out to your downward facing dog, or just crawl it back out from here. Allow the hips to float up and back, lots of bend in the knees, hips float up high. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Shoulders are over the wrist. Now, tabletop hip circle. I've got my toes tucked. Or you can join me in a rolling hip circle. So I'm allowing my hips to float back towards my heels, rolling up. And just that easy breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Just slow the movement down. Checking in with the spine, how it's feeling, checking in with that lower back. And the next time the hips are by the heels, slowly change direction. Just taking your time. And then next time the shoulders are over the heels, pause in here. And then just slowly roll the hips to one side, swivel the feet round, come to sit on both seat bones, feet out in front. Hands are going to be behind you, fingertips can point forward or out to the side. Lift that chest up, opening out that chest, and then just gently windscreen wiper the knees from side to side. You can make that range of movement a little bit bigger. You can even bring the feet maybe shoulder width apart. You can even allow the knees to roll to the side, come into that little 90-90 roll. Just checking in with how you're feeling, how your hips are feeling, how your back's feeling. So you can have the feet flat on the floor and just do that gentle knee roll. You can just allow the knees to roll from the outside edge to the inside edge, or you can just join me in this 90-90. Rolling from side to side. And let's do one more to the right, and then one more to the left. Pause in here, just open out that chest here. And then from here, let's come into an easy cross-legged sit up, nice and tall, lovely long spine, gentle hug into the midline. That gentle brace, weight even on both seat bones. Inhale, float the arms all the way up. As you exhale, gentle rotation towards that right knee, float the arms down. Inhale, float the arms up, center. Exhale, to come around to the left, float the fingertips round. Inhale, slowly come all the way up to center, floating the hands, fingertips to the floor. And then slowly leaning forward, you can pause here. Or you can just slowly lower the lower arms down to the floor, or the arms can just rest on the thighs, or maybe grab your yoga blocks. Just pause in here. We're not dropping the head down, just pause in here. Lengthen the neck, chin in neutral. Just that natural breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And you may feel a gentle stretch down this left side, maybe on the right. And on your next inhale, slowly walk the hands all the way up, float the fingertips behind you, or maybe bring the palms down, open up the chest one more time. Slowly come to centre. And then from here, just reverse the crossing over of your legs. So I'm bringing my right leg forwards because that was closest to my body. May feel a little bit strange. Inhale, float the arms up. As you exhale, rotate round to the right. Inhale, float up through centre, round to the left. Inhale, float up. And just release the arms, hands in front of you. You can pause here as you lean forward. You can crawl the hands forward, lower arms to the floor, or again, resting on the thighs. May feel slightly different. I can feel it a lot tighter on my right side this time. Just that natural breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And on your next inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly walk yourself all the way up. Open up that chest. And the option either to come back to your normal cross-legged or easy seated, or you can just join me in kneeling. Slowly bring the palms to the thighs, or the backs of the hand, whichever feels comfortable for you, or maybe your feet, depending how you're sitting. Take a nice deep breath in, nice and easy exhale, and then just come into a nice seated side stretch. So if you've got easy cross-legged, you can just bring that lower arm down to that thigh. You can just pause in here with the left palm on the thigh. If you're, sorry, I'm not mirroring you, or if you're kneeling, you can just bring the right hand to the floor and just pause in here, whichever feels comfortable for you. And then just slowly float up and over to the other side, releasing the left ear towards that left shoulder. Slowly come all the way back up and just gently turn the head to the right. Gently through centre to the left, option to close the eyes. Coming back round to the right, centre, left, one more each side. Keep those shoulders soft. And then come back to centre, just closing the eyes. Soften the face, the forehead, soften the shoulders. And then inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And the next time you inhale, direct the breath to the side and the back of the rib cage. Soft, easy exhale out through the nose. So inhale, wide or full, side, back of the rib cage, feel the rib cage expand. And as you exhale, feel that rib cage softening in. So inhale, wide and full, rib cage expands. Exhale, feel the rib cage softening in. And just keep your awareness on breathing wide and full, being aware of the body moving, expanding with the inhale, softening with the exhale. This is your lateral thoracic breath, so breathing wide and full, exhale, softening in. It's a bit like you opening an umbrella. As you inhale, you're opening that umbrella, it expands. And as you exhale, you're bringing that umbrella down, closing the umbrella, and it closes in, coming close to the handle. Just keeping awareness on the breath. The face is soft, especially the forehead and the space between the eyebrows, shoulders are soft. Inhale wide and full, keeping awareness on the movement of the body as you're breathing. Let's do one more. And just come back to that natural breath. Bring the palms together, hands through to heart center, allow the thumbs connect to the heartbeat. Take a nice deep breath in. Easy sigh out through the mouth. Bow the head to the fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in. Easy sigh out through the mouth. Slowly flutter your eyes open, so maybe gaze at the fingertips or the floor. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you find peace within. Take a nice deep breath in big sigh out. Slowly bring your head all the way up. From my heart to yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining me and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. See you soon.